to my channel. My name is Bernice, and if you're new here, a big welcome to you. Today I'm going to talk about all my fragrances that have coffee in them, and I only have 5. I chose only 5, and this is what I have. The first one that I'm going to talk about is La Nuit Tresor by Lancome. This is a beautiful coffee fragrance. It has pear, tangerine, you have bergamot, strawberry, praline, lychee, vanilla, and caramel, and you have the coffee note in there. This, though it is quite a very sweet gourmand fragrance, very dark, very electronic in my opinion, but also powdery. It develops to become a very powdery fragrance, so it's like every time you wear it, when it dries down and develops, and then as you move about, it just stays on your skin for so long, or on your clothes. I think the kind of perfumes that turn to be very powdery are the ones that last a long time, in my opinion. That's from the experience that I've had. Powdery fragrances tend to last very long, and this is definitely worth it because it is very long lasting and it smells very good. I do like the bottle also, and the little display there with the ribbon. It's just a pretty fragrance. The coffee is very prominent. You can smell it. Oh no, you see now this is coming off. Yeah, you smell this coffee note in there, and it is just great, along with the fruity notes. And the praline also comes through very well. I sometimes think that praline is what causes a perfume to be very powdery, because also with the La Vie est Belle, the praline in there is magical. I love La Vie est Belle, by the way, guys. I really don't mind what people say about La Vie est Belle. I love her. Anyways, so let me try to fit this in here so that she can get her complete look. It does have rose also, by the way. Yes, it does have rose, Bulgarian rose, I think. And woo, the struggle. There we go. So I'm just remembering the rose because of this little bow tie here. It is made to be a little rose, and this is in the 30 ml. So do give this a try if you love your coffee notes. These are the affordable. When I say affordable, I don't actually mean like it's cheap, but I'm saying it's affordable because there are niche fragrances out there which cost thousands and thousands and thousands of rand, which I am not into because they're so expensive. But here I basically deal with fragrances that I know people can save up for or wish to buy for themselves one of these days. And yeah, this is a suggestion that I have for you if you love a coffee fragrance, and this is La Nuit Tresor by Lancome. Then the second one that we have here is Dolce Gabbana, the only one 2. This fragrance, though, it reminds me of something very boozy, like a wine. It's very thick and milky meaning it's very like tonic, but it gives a wine smell, especially when it develops throughout the day. It is very sweet. The notes that we have in here, we have blackberry, we have pear, coffee, violet, tonka beans also, and we also have rose in here and some other notes that you'll see on the screen. This fragrance also lasts for quite a while. It's quite dark also, as you can see by the bottle. It is a feisty fragrance because, like I said, it kind of gives me this liquor vibe, like rum vibe. It's very alcoholic. In the opening, it's very alcoholic, right down to when it's fully developed, you still get that alcoholic situation happening in the fragrance. But then coffee note is there. It gives it a very milky, it's a milky fragrance. Very creamy also, in my opinion. It's, at first I used to think it was quite harsh, but as I got used to it, I think it's harsh for a reason. I think there's caramel in here also, or maybe Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, is the one with caramel and not this one specifically, but it is very sweet in my opinion. So this is Dolce & Gabbana, the only one too. This is in the 50 ml, and the coffee note in here is amazing. You know, I cannot do a coffee note video without putting black opium. Black opium, almost all the black opiums have like a gourmand coffee situation happening in there. So this is black opium, but this is the Nuit Blanc, sorry. This is the Nuit Blanc, and it's in the 50 ml. So this fragrance is a gourmand fragrance also. It has rice notes, anise, bourbon pepper, coffee, orange blossom, vanilla, milk, caramel, and some other notes I think that I didn't mention. This fragrance also, I feel, is very milky. It's caramelly, it's like tonic, it's creamy also, because it's very soft, well blended. I think with black opiums you just can't go wrong, just that you have to really spray it on so that you get the longevity from the fragrance. But they are quite good fragrances. I've only tested this one out and also the original black opium because I had bought an inspiration of the black opium and I wanted to see if the inspiration smells exactly like the original, and they smell exactly the same. So for you ladies who love your inspiration fragrances and they are affordable, they make you smell good, they smell basically exactly the same as the original luxury fragrance. So there's a tip that I can give you: don't sleep on those fragrances, get them for yourself, spray them like mad, and you're good to go, because they are quite similar. I ended up not buying that original black opium because of the inspiration perfume that I got, and I used to layer that inspiration perfume with this one here. They're basically the same thing. So yes, the black opium Nuit Blanc, and the coffee note is great, which I really like. I also like the bottle. But for people who know black opiums, they basically smell very similar to each other. It's quite funny, but they do. You just have to know which one you prefer. But this one gives a bit of a spiciness also because of the bourbon pepper, but not so much. But it's more on the caramelly sweet gourmand side. This is in the 50 ml. Carolina Herrera Good Girl. If you watch my videos, you know that I did not use this up. This is virtually empty, just has a few drops in there, and I can smell the drops. This fragrance has notes for days. Coffee is right up there in the notes, and mixed with the tonka bean and all the other fruity notes and also the woody notes. I think I just got lost in the notes there. Honestly, I got lost in the notes and I didn't know what to do, where to go, and I thought, let me give this perfume a chance. I gave it a chance, one chance after the other. Eventually I said, you know what, I'm forcing things here. I need to just let this go so that it can be used where it's loved. And honestly, I gave it away, and the lady who I gave it to used it up. She smelled good all the time. With me, I felt like this perfume is wearing me. I'm not wearing any perfume. Okay, so hence I gave it away. The notes in here, we have almond, coffee, bergamot, tuberose, jasmine, sambac, sandalwood, vanilla, and all the other notes that you see on the screen. Honestly, so many notes. I think though, apparently the Carolina Herrera Very Good is a different type of fragrance. It's in the red bottle, the same shoe design, but in the red bottle, and it's the one that's most recent. They say that is a very different fragrance from the review that I watched. I watched Simply Shawnisi. I will link it in the description box so that you can check that out. It's recent and I'm willing to give that on a chance if that's the case, because I didn't want to buy Legere or Very Good Girl Intense, I think that's what it's called, because I was so afraid that it might be this one times 100 or just the same but doubled down a bit, and I didn't want that. I don't want anything to do with Herrera Good Girl. I'm sorry to everyone who loves this. If you love it, it's okay, it's understandable, it smells good, but it didn't work for me. And I will definitely give Herrera Good Girl, Very Good Girl, a chance, the one with the red bottle, because from the review that I watched, it's something totally different. The coffee note is there, very prominent, but for me, this perfume is this perfume, I don't want to say negative words, but it's loud, it's noisy, it smells loud. It's like it's shouting and trying so hard to smell so good. And that's what I'm picking up. Hence I feel like no, I will not wear this. So I just really like the design though. This is the 30ml one, and I remember someone commented for the fact that I showed you guys how this opened, and this is the 30ml one. This is the 30ml one where it opens like that. There are bigger ones though, you just, you know, spray at the, I think you spray here, and then the opening is right there, so it just sprays like that. But this is a 30ml, and I'm glad I actually got the 30ml. I don't know, I'm sure I was gonna last like 100 years with a big bottle. My friend has that one, but I guess it's because she knows how to spray this fragrance and it works for her, and she loves the fragrance. If you're an oversprayer, this is gonna choke you to the moon and back. This is Herrera, and this is in the 30ml. And then my very last one, this is Boss Babe Night Misguided, and this has lemon, it has green apple, it has orange. So in the first note is very bright and lemony and citrusy. You have pink pepper. Funny enough, there is no coffee note in here. Just a little disclaimer before you run out and think, oh goodness. But on the box it does genuinely say that it has a burst of coffee, and that's true, but the notes in here do not have any coffee. So it does smell very similar to fragrances that have actual coffee notes in them. So I guess maybe there were those fragrances, or there were those notes actually, that when they combined, they then give like a false coffee note in the fragrance, if you get what I'm saying. I know you get what I'm saying, because sometimes some notes will be paired together and then it gives another, like another accord, it gives another type of a smell, and you think of something else when those two notes are combined together, and that's what's happening here. And I think it's executed perfectly because the coffee note is so dominant in here the whole day. You just smell so delicious, like coffee, a coffee bomb. And I really do like this one, and it is affordable because I got this, I think, half price, and this is at the 80ml, and I got this for 499 rand. And the lasting power is quite great. I would say the longevity is great because I overspray this, and it's dark and close to the skin, but if you overspray this, it will carry you throughout the day. I can smell myself you know, wherever I go, and it does a great job. So this is the only one in my collection that I have from Misguided, and so far it's been great. I love it, I really do love it. Then here it says press for good vibes. Alright, ladies and gents, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. Do give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to this perfume channel. I love you all so much. Stay well, God bless, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.